What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Daily Reacts TV here, back at it again with another top 10 list. But this time, it's the top 10 movies I do not care about. These are the movies that really disappointed me and made me so mad, or some of them disappointed me and I just didn't really care for it. And basically, I was very frustrated with these movies, and it just got me really not pumped up. But before we get into this top 10 list, I want to say thank you guys for all the support on TV and gaming. I really, really appreciate it. But if you guys haven't already, go subscribe to my gaming channel in the link in the description. And go follow me on my Discord server. You guys can ask a Q&A for me and my girlfriend, which I'm still working on that video. That video will be worked on tomorrow as well, because, you know, we're going to meet up tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get into the top 10 list. Alright, number 10 is Suicide Squad. Now, I was hyped for this movie. I was really hyped. I was like, sweet, we're getting a great DC movie with just villains in it, you know? So I watched it, and I watched it with a friend, William, which I haven't mentioned him in any of my videos, but I have mentioned him on Daily Reacts, the podcast. And when I watched this movie with him, we had a bunch of snacks. We were going to eat all the junk food. Well, once we watched the movie, I was just like, what the frick is going on? This movie made absolutely no sense. Like, I literally was sitting there like, Harley Quinn is just not an interesting character in this movie. Upcoming movie coming on the list. I didn't really care for this movie, and I feel so bad because I love DC and I love Justice League. I mean, not Justice League. I love superheroes so much. This movie really disappointed me. So yeah, number 10, Suicide Squad. Number 10 is Frozen. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. As a kid, I loved this movie. As a kid, I used to sing the song, let it go, can't hold us back anymore. But now, looking back at it now, boom, it got so bad. I didn't care for this movie because it wasn't interesting. It didn't have great characters. It literally felt like this movie was being rushed by Disney. Because Disney really wanted the movie out there, and I don't know. Olaf's an annoying character. Anna's a useless piece of crap. Just wanted to get married all of a sudden and be together with her boyfriend. Lord, oh gosh. I don't like this movie, honestly. I think it's one of the ignorant Disney films I have ever seen. Now, Dylan is in trouble and I have something in common. We both do not like Frozen. So, I don't like this movie. I think it's ignorant. I might have to watch Frozen 2 soon to do like a ranking, like a little Disney top 10 list. Other than that, Frozen, one of the worst adaptations from Disney. Yeah. Number 8 is Batman vs. Superman. Now, this movie I went and saw in theaters after track. I was so hyped for this movie. I was like, sweet, we get to see Batman fight Superman. We get to see it. And then once I saw it, I was like, really? This is the movie you guys been pumping us up for? Like, why? And I honestly don't see why this is the most, like people are saying, this is the worst Batman versus worst Batman movie. I agree. Way worse than the other movie that's going to be on this list. I was just so disappointed with this movie, seeing it in theaters, and I had my hopes down for more DC movies until Shazam came, and I haven't even seen Aquaman yet, sadly. You guys are going to throw a fit up, like, tell me in the comments, you haven't seen Aquaman? Yeah, how dare you? Don't worry, I'm going to see it. I just didn't like this movie. It's not for me. I mean, Batman and Superman are great characters. They're good characters in the DC universe. This could have been better. Honestly, this could have been better. Number 7 is Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. My least favorite Harry Potter movie from the entire franchise. Oh, man. You guys are gonna hate me for this, but I do not care. Honestly, this movie felt rushed. It felt long and everything. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is one of my favorite franchises ever. This one dragged down because, I don't know, it felt rushed. It felt like Warner Brothers was like, okay, we need you to get this movie out there so people could see it. And I watched it and I was like, really? Like, this movie didn't feel good. I watched it as a kid. I still didn't really care for it. I mean, I didn't care for it. So watching it again, as an 18-year-old, like watching it all over again as years go by, I still don't care for this movie. And it's not the actor's fault. It's not the character's fault. I mean, not the actor's fault. It's David Yates. He did make all the rest of the Harry Potter movies great. This one was just a barbaric one of the Harry Potter franchise. And I'm not going to explain much right now until like I get to our reviews, because I'm thinking about reviewing all the Harry Potter movies, all the Wizarding World movies, you know. I would have changed the connection between Voldemort and Harry, but that's just me. So yeah, number 7, Harry Potter, The Order of Phoenix. Number 6, SpiderMan Homecoming. What can I say about this movie? It was so disappointing. I was so disappointed with this movie. I was just like sitting there like, what is going on in this? So I saw the trailers for this, and it looked really funny. It looked really cool. Like, it was so cool. It gets you pumped and ready to go. I get the movie on Redbox. My mom's like, here, watch it. I watched it, and I didn't like it. I didn't watch it, so I gave it to my mom. So my mom decided to get it for me for Christmas. I watched it. I just was like, oh my gosh, this movie is definitely bad, boring, dull, no jokes or funny. Tony Stark was a nut job in this movie. Michael Keaton wasn't a good villain, and oh my gosh, I felt like Michael Keaton. The only good part about this movie was when Michael Keaton was threatening Tom Holland. That was the only good thing about Michael Keaton. So what happened? It decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a comedy, and Spider-Man is just gonna. Tom Holland was the most annoying person in this entire film. Sorry, Tom Holland. You were not meant to be in this movie. I mean, you were meant to be Spider-Man, but I don't know what the heck Sony and them were thinking. So, yeah. Number 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 5 is The Notebook. I don't know how my entire family likes this movie. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say much. So, yeah. Didn't care for this movie. I'm not going to say anything. Yeah. Number 3, Justice League. You guys can tell by my face. I was so disappointed with this movie. So disappointed. Honestly, I think this is worse than Batman vs. Superman. Way worse! The Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's all I can say for now. So, number 3 is Ghost Rider 2. I'm disappointed with this movie. I got so frustrated with it that I got bored out of my mind. I was a kid at the time when this movie came out. I was excited for Ghost Rider 2. And when I watched it finally as a kid, I got so bored that I literally left the couch and went downstairs to go play. That's how boring this movie is. I have nothing to say about it. It is a boring piece of crap that should not have changed everything. So yeah, Ghost Rider 2, number 3. I'm not going to say this much, but I really hate this movie. I'm not going to say its name either. I'm not going to say its name. Just pop up the picture right now, please. Boring, stupid, jokes weren't funny. One joke only made me laugh, but that's sad. Characters were stupid, the actors were not great. So yeah. Don't care for this movie. Now, what is number 1 that is that bad, that made you so mad that you had to freak out and scream? It wasn't made in theaters, it was an original Disney film. And I'm not saying this name either. Put up the poster. I cannot deny how much I hate this movie. It's stupid, it's dull, it's forgettable. It's one of those movies that, like, I would like to show my child and let him hate on this movie? Why do they have to remake this movie, this beloved animated show into a live-action movie? I don't know. Disney, you're stupid. Stop it. Stop making your live-action remakes. They're stupid, they're forgettable, and they're ignorant as heck. This movie is no longer going to be mentioned in this channel, on this channel anymore, because how bad and how bad it is. So yeah, number one, I'm not going to say its name.